It began quietly, just a single blurry screenshot shared to a small Facebook group shortly after midnight. The post claimed that Jim Bob Duggar, the long-standing patriarch of one of America's most watched reality families, had tragically passed away in his sleep. The message was only 3 sentences long, but it was enough. Within an hour, the post had been reshared over 1,000 times. By sunrise, it had gone viral across every corner of Facebook. RIP Jim Bob Duggar trending in all caps. And by morning coffee time, half the internet was mourning a man who was still very much alive. The family wakes up to chaos. Jonna Duggar was the first to see it. Her phone buzzed nonstop. Texts from friends, cousins, distant relatives, old coworkers, even strangers she vaguely remembered from church events years ago. Jana, is your dad really gone? Please tell me the news is false. Praying for you and your family. Her heart tightened. She rushed downstairs, expecting catastrophe, only to find her father sitting at the kitchen table, calmly pouring cereal. "Morning, sweetheart," he said, not looking up from the newspaper. Jana froze. "Dad, you're alive." Jim Bob chuckled. "Well, last time I checked." But across the room, Michelle was already clutching her phone with trembling hands. "Jim Bob, honey," she whispered. "They're saying you died." Jim Bob blinked. "Who's saying that?" Michelle turned her screen toward him. It was everywhere. The internet erupted. By noon, major gossip pages were posting tributes. Instagram reels, TikTok montages, YouTube videos with dramatic thumbnails, all claiming to confirm the rumor. Some fans posted tearful goodbyes. Others shared old photos and memories. Many wrote long posts about the impact the Duggar family had on their lives. The comment sections were overflowing with heartbreak. "No, not Jim Bob. Tell me this isn't true, please." Someone from the family needs to speak up. The pressure to respond intensified. Jessa calls in a panic. Jessa's voice trembled as she spoke on the family group call. "Dad, this is getting out of control. My inbox has over 500 messages. I can't keep up." Ginger chimed in from California, her voice shaky. "Mom, people are texting me condolences. Someone even dropped off flowers at our door." Joyanna, sounding half angry and half scared, added, "Who would start something like this? This is sick." Jim Bob took a deep breath. He said, "Well, we need to respond with grace." But Jana saw the worry flicker in his eyes. Rumors were nothing new for the Duggar family. But this? A fake death announcement? This was a new kind of cruelty. The official statement. That afternoon, the Duggars released a simple message. "We are aware of the false rumors circulating online. Jim Bob is alive and well. Please do not share unverified information." Most families would have left it at that, but not the Duggars. Not with millions watching and hundreds of thousands confused. So they posted a short video. Jim Bob stepped in from the camera with a gentle, tired smile. "Well, folks, reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated," he joked. Michelle nudged him playfully. "Don't scare people like that." They both laughed together, a soft, reassuring moment. "We appreciate everyone who reached out, but please remember, the internet isn't always truthful." By evening, the rumor had begun to die out. But the emotional whirlwind was far from over. Jana's quiet breakdown. Later that night, Jana sat on the back porch alone. She wasn't crying because of the rumor itself. She was crying because of how fragile everything suddenly felt. For a few minutes that morning, she truly believed her father might be gone. The flood of emotions had slammed into her so fiercely that even now, hours later, she felt shaky. Her father came outside and sat next to her. "You okay, sweetheart?" Jana wiped a tear quickly. "Just overwhelmed." Jim Bob nodded. "It was scary for all of us." She looked at him, alive, breathing, real, and felt an enormous wave of relief. I thought it might be true," she whispered. "I thought I lost you." Jim Bob gently put an arm around her shoulders. "Well, you're stuck with me for a while longer," he said softly. The rumor's source. The next day, the truth finally surfaced. The viral Facebook post had come from a fake account using an AI-generated profile picture. Investigators later discovered it was part of a scam network that spread celebrity death hoaxes to gain followers and sell fake memorial products. The Duggars were furious, but also compassionate. Michelle addressed it publicly. "We forgive whoever did this, but please, think about the families you hurt when you spread lies." Her words were shared thousands of times. The family began trending again, this time not as victims of a rumor, but as people showing strength and unity. A family reunited by a false tragedy. In the strangest twist, the hoax brought the entire Duggar family closer. Adult siblings who hadn't spoken in weeks called home. Old tensions faded briefly. Everyone checked on everyone else. And Jim Bob, who had been the center of the chaos, felt something he hadn't felt in a long time: gratitude. He walked around the house that evening, watching his children talk, laugh, and reconnect. For a moment, he simply stood there, absorbing it quietly. Sometimes, he realized, even a false tragedy can shine a light on what truly matters. The final lesson. In the end, the rumor faded. The hoax was debunked. Life moved on. But the family never quite forgot the feeling of that day. How fragile everything seemed. How quickly lies could become news. And how powerful it was to stand together when the world spun out of control. Jim Bob smiled to himself as he turned off the lights. He was still here, still alive, still surrounded by the people who loved him. And that, he thought, was the only truth that mattered.